Hello, I'm Ogedayhan and this is my game profile. It was really hard making this because I had no prior knowledge of editing and I had a lot of games to pick from. But here we go. I'm a gladiator, that means I'm a competitive gamer that plays a broad spectrum of games and expect a lot of different things from the games I play. Our first game is Overwatch. Let's talk about it as I warm up in the background. I chose this game because of the mastery components of my gamer profile. I am a very competitive player. I like to improve myself, get better in games, and I would like to warm up and train myself before the matches, like as you see on the map. I also do different type of training, such as off-game applications like aim lab every day for an hour. I also do hero-specific trainings, like in here I'm training for Widowmaker hero, which I like to play, where I'm trying to hit only heads. So this is a headshot only game mode made by the players. But I'm not much training right now. I'm trying to make a friend there. And I do this time to time to make sure that I'm sharp with my aiming. Now, let's talk about it as we are watching a match. First, you can see that I'm changing my hero depending on my team. I can see that they are going pretty aggressive with their hero choices, so I cannot be a sniper in the background all the time. So I'm picking here more medium range to stay close to my healers and my team to support them better. I like to be a team player in this game because individual skill, while it matters, it's not as strong as team skill. Team working well, it will always be the team that has individual skill and no good communication. Even though we are not using any comms here, and I don't know these people for this match, we have a synergy and I know I can trust them in certain points. I trust their skill levels and I'm not judging them when they do mistakes. So all I'm doing is trying to support them the best as possible from a medium range, keeping my distance. I like to strategize these swings every match and try to see my wrongs and rights. I sometimes record my matches to read them later on. Not in this instance, this is specifically for the assignment, but most of the time I do record my competitive matches. This is just a quick later with some random people in the late at night, so no one's talking. But we are using some communication ways in the left section. You will see that we're calling out our ultimates, saying hi or thanks depending on if someone's doing good or bad, or calling healing with hero interactions, which is another thing I love about Overwatch. Overwatch helped a lot to me to change my lifestyle and become better at in life stuff. It helped me understand that you can't judge everybody and winning and losing is depending solely on you and you cannot blame others on your mistakes. It also made me gain a lot of good friends that helped me improve myself in different aspects, not just video game. In my opinion, it's the best game that you can play for improving your teamwork. Also has a nice design and ways to change your character skins, which I'm a big nerd for. I love changing my characters in video games, so designing them. Overwatch for a competitive game allows you to do a lot in changing your character aspect. You can get a lot of different ways, which I will show you in a moment. Now, there's a lot of skins for a lot of heroes. There's, I believe, over 30 heroes. You can change them into different themes. They always add new skins in different events that come by. You can earn all of these in game, which is a big plus, and you can also do voice lines and a lot of animations too. But enough about Overwatch. I guess you guys got the idea. Now let's talk about our second game, which I wasn't sure if I should do, but our second game is Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, this game wasn't a commercially success. It had a lot of issues. It still has a lot of issues, but it clicked on me for a few reasons. One is you can change a lot of things with your character. Of course, it's given that you create your character, but you can also mismatch armor, change weapons, change how those weapons function. As you've seen just now, you can also change how which companions to have in your team. But it also has that immersiveness in the game that some of the other RPGs don't have. Like, due to the fact that I have romanced an NPC in the game, my AI companion is asking me questions about how romance and how love relations of humans work, which was a actually a big part of it. It's not going to affect the game too much, but it was nice that it is in the game. It makes me feel like that this AI is actually trying to learn about humans and improve his knowledge on things, which was a given in the start of the game, that's what he said he wants to do. Another thing you can do is that you can color your outfits and your armors, which many games don't do, but this is a big thing that I like, that I can customize it even further. Now I cannot model an armor maybe, but being able to change its color to match my character is actually a nice touch. So plus to that to my Andromeda team. Now disclaimer, I should have probably said this before, but there's some mods in this game to make it work fine, because the game has a lot of issues, and to add more options for design, because I'm that type of player that takes hours and hours creating their characters, their armor piece, whatever they are gonna use in the game. Then once they get into the game, they don't like it, so they go all the way back to the drawing board and work for a few hours more. Now, because of that, I mod almost every single game that I play single playerly. But yeah, you can see that there's different patterns, different coloring ways that I can color my armor, and I really like how I could mismatch armor pieces. That arm and leg options are not really matching my chest armor, but I like how they look with my character. Now, this also carries out to combat. You can choose a different way to approach every obstacle. There's a certain way. Here I'm using normally a third burst rifle, but I changed it into an automatic rifle so I could use it close range, while I go in and disturb the enemy with my biotic powers and my grenade launcher, while I use like smoke covers to kill them fast enough. I also like how you can shoot behind the cover without showing yourself like that. Now let's talk about the immersion a bit more, since this is the main reason I picked this. Game story and how NPCs react to you makes it feel like that this world is real. In here we have a terrorist that hates aliens, that basically trying to make me shoot him, which at first I'm planning to follow my companion Joel and not shoot him, but I'm waiting for that moment that if he becomes a real threat, I'm going to take him down. I am expecting the game is going to give me the option, so I'm listening carefully. In here, he decides that he's gonna blame me for killing my friend. I basically take the shot because that crosses the line for me. This of course causes issues with my friend in the game. Now he feels like I'm not trusting him, and I basically shot one of his rakes while he wanted me to trust him. He knows this will cause a lot of troubles in the down the line, but frankly, it was worth the risk to me. Since it's an RPG, you can level up, you can put skill points into your character to improve them differently. Unlike the past games, you can be biotic, tech-based, or combat-based character pretty easily. Another good thing this game has is, which fits my creativity just right, that you can adjust your character mid-game. Now after spending hours, I can just go back and change that mistake I made just an hour after gameplay, which was a big thing. Now let's go back to immersion, because there's another thing that this game does really good.
I'm picking up Krogan life signs on board the ship.
Game is all about those life choices that affect everybody in the game, or large amount of people in the game that you have to make. These could be moral choices, these could be personal choices, but in here it was a big moral choice, both lore-wise and personal-wise. In here I have a companion that I really like, which is Drag, but on the other hand I have Reiko, Solarian Pathfinder, who is basically like a commando that's trying to save her people. I came to this place to save them, but now there's a new situation. There's Krogans that are prisoners in here that's going to be experimented on. So I need to make a moral choice here, which was really hard. I stopped for 15 minutes to think about this because of the past of Krogans and Solarians. So in the end, I chose to save Solarians because I needed another Pathfinder and I needed to save Solarians. which made me really sad because now Drake kind of hates me. He doesn't even want to talk to me. And this is not just a single voice line thing.
Now
This
is
is
not
a
good time
carrying
to be
on thing.
talking
Now
to me, Pathfinder.
we have a big notch in our
Drac,
relationship,
listen.
Why? Your actions told me
which
everything I need
one
to
part
know.
saddened me
Now
a
walk
lot,
away and give me
and I
time
was
to
kind
calm
of
down before I do something
regretted my
you'll
choice
both
there.
regret.
I'm sorry. I'm just sorry.
Go.
Unfortunately, nothing I could do would change his reactions. I even tried to talk to him multiple times to see if
Hi.
his reaction would change, but
Look, you already apologized
But
for what I updated.
I don't think
Ted,
anything
let
gonna
the clan
change.
know, and I'd rather be talking
Which is
about
kind of sad.
something else right now.
Now, this is a good example of. Now, there's another example that a character that I hate, an NPC in the game that you can have as a companion,
Probably somewhere she shouldn't
which
be.
I keep him in the group because she is
PB to the airlock.
basically a scientist that knows of this already gone alien race. It's a very important thing. But I hate her so much. She
Hello?
always causes troubles. Her ex-girlfriend is always causing me trouble. And in here, I'm doing her mission to basically find an alien artifact for her.
Be right there.
But for some reason, she always does these
Grab her feet.
things, actions, or choices
Right
that
here.
always
I won't
puts
bite.
me in danger, and I hate
What's
it.
this about?
If I had the chance, I would have
Cal
actually
won't
kicked
find
her
a safe
out.
place to land the Tempest.
In this point, in the background, I'm losing my shit. I'm getting angry. She puts not just my character in danger, since my character is a very important
Safety
person.
first, you've gotta
She
be
puts the
kidding. This
whole
was fun,
initiative
baby.
in danger,
Maybe Callow can come get us.
like millions of people, just
There was
by
no other
doing an
choice.
impulsive action.
The Tempest can't go where we need to be, and you can't get there from
And
the
she's
ground.
not even sure if this
the
is
only
going to
way
work.
In? Where exactly are we going?
Even if this worked, she doesn't know if there's a way going back to the ship.
It's not my fault the signal's coming from inside a volcano.
Well, let's watch
And
how
we
this
should
plays
land
out.
on stable ground, assuming my subterranean scans are accurate, and the impact doesn't alter trajectory too severely.
And tell me you have a plan for getting back.
At
to
least
the
my
Tempest.
human companion supports me.
Is that a thing? We came all the way to another galaxy with no plan for getting back.
And this is
home.
her reasoning for doing this.
All right, brace for impact. So,
Now,
Ryder?
I'm really happy about this scene. I love this scene so much. The reaction of my character is just great, and the choice I can make.
Smallest word for what I am.
Now, I actually got a payback
Shit.
after later on
good.
this mission,
Get
which
her.
I'm so happy about. It was
PB, help!
2 birds with a 1 stone.
I'll give you everything I've got.
I got a payback on a character I hated,
Everything.
and I also got rid of a big problem. And also got an alien artifact.
I don't want to die. Oh crap! Oh crap! What? I don't want her to die, Ryder.
Yeah, I don't care if you don't want her to die.
It's not worth her life.
I didn't come here empty-handed. If I came here, I'm gonna get the alien artifact. No, that was my presentation. I don't think I have enough time to talk more. I would have talked more, but yeah. Thank you for watching.
Bye, have a great time.
And this is the end.